On a beautiful sunny day in Greece, me and my wife Star continued with our journey to see the world. Perhaps meet new friends and marvel at the enchanting art Mother Nature and man created over hundreds and even thousands of years. Join us on this journey and see the world from our perspective. Let's go! As we travel to see Meteora, a rock formation in central Greece, hosting one of the largest and most precipitously built complexes of Eastern Orthodox monasteries. We drove to this hot spring that has been here for ages since the time of the ancient Greeks and was called the Springs of Thermopylae. It's a volcanic area with several of sulfur hot springs where you can take a bath and enjoy the benefit of a sulfuric bath that is even said to have healing abilities. It's a natural way to detoxify your body and soften rough or dry skin. This is a place where many people come to take a relaxing bath. Smells like rotten egg. Definitely that's sulfur. It's near the 300. There's a spring of sulfur, 45 degrees hot, and you see that the gentleman there is actually curing himself with the hot sulfuric water. But you can only stay up to 10 or 15 minutes max. Then you have to get out from it. Please stop there. See the fog? That's that. It continues. It doesn't stop. So, wow, this place is really hot. Hot water, before everything's hot here. Not far from the hot springs is a particular monument that gave me goosebumps. You see, Greece is also known for its rich history of war and conflicts. One in particular is so well known around the world that they made a movie out of it. Man to man, it's body by body, sword by sword, no bullets, just arrows and swords, and it's a good thing that even, when it happened right there. Being a history major, it is fascinating to finally see it with my naked eye. I cannot contain my excitement standing on the very soil where it actually transpired, and that's the Battle of Thermopylae. And that happened in 480 BC. It was a bloody battle between the Achaemenid Persian Empire under Xerxes I and an alliance of the Greek city-states led by Leonidas, the first of Sparta. Angelos, my friend, who is the son of my other good friend, his father, who looks like George Clooney. Yes, that one. So that's why here they explained to me this is the memorial where it happened. Just imagine, in this area, wow, a lot of fighting and killing happened here in defense of their loved ones. They fought so hard in this area, and the movie that was made 300 is true. This is the place. With our good friend George and his son Angelo, we traveled to a famous site where it all happened. The Greeks fought the Persians to the death, lasting for 3 days. The highly skilled Spartan army on the third day lost their lives, fulfilling their duty until the very bitter end. They defended their territory long enough for Athens to successfully defend against the Persian invasion. It was a big price to pay for a cause that benefited their families and loved ones during that time and for generations and generations after that. All for a cause that will keep their families and loved ones safe during those times and for generations after that. This is the place where the 300 happened. The 300 soldiers, no? Remember Sparta, they fought for it because when the Persians arrived, there were thousands and thousands of Persians and there were only at the start 300 who fought them. And this is the memorial of the 300. And for them, they believe that it is you win or you die. You win for your country, you win for your people, you win for your family, and if you don't, better you die. That is the philosophy of these people. That's why they fought so hard. And behind us comes us. You will see the mountains. Those are the mountains of where it happened, the 300. That fought hard so much. I thought the story was not true. Now I believe it is true, because this is the very place where it happened. The 300. It makes me think of how blessed we are to live during this time of peace and technological advantage.
Molon lave in ancient Greek language, Molon lave, and means when the king of Persia said to the Leonidas, I want your country or you die. Leonidas said Molon lave, which means come, take my arms and have the battle.
That's what. Oh, that's what. You lose or you win. Yes, that's right. The 300. Live or die. This is it. This is where it happened. Only here in Greece, no? The story of Sparta's 300 soldiers remains to be a source of pride and admiration in the eyes of not only the Greeks, but people all over the world. It's so nice that I'm right here where the movie is actually depicting what happened to the 300. Really, makes my hair stand. That is how they lived their life before. You live to free your people or you die. Now, that's the kind of life. Live your life. Now, we leave this historic place to go to a different place that is also fascinating. A monastery thousands of feet above sea level called Meteora. It's a 6-hour trip from Athens that one can travel by car and also by train, departing from Athens to a town called Kalambaka. Before starting your hike, make sure to take appropriate clothing. Men need to cover their knees, while women have to cover their shoulders and must wear skirts that end below the knees. Trousers are not allowed for women, although it is acceptable to wrap a skirt around them.
Oh, this is awesome.
Here's the walking and hiking part kicks in. Well, I just wanted to find out how the monks really live their lives here. They pray all day, they stay in the monastery and never go down. They live and they will die in the same place. Their lives are just devoted to prayer. Just look at the sights of this place. There in the back, you can see it. And that's one monastery. And you will see that all of these are rocks that juts out up to 400 meters up in the sky. And wow, you know, they I don't know. Well, I'm supposed to find out how they go up, but there's a way, but they never go down. That's the lives of these monks that are here. So you'll see all of these monasteries. I think there's like around formerly 13 or something. Now I don't know how many.
28 before.
28 before. Yeah.
Now it's only 6.
My friend George, only 6 monasteries left. And one there, right up there. That's the biggest monastery, right?
The great Meteora.
The Great Meteora. Yeah, Meteora. Yeah, that one.
Over there.
Over there. Just look at the view. That's the topmost monastery here. It's the highest. You will be walking that way and going up all the way up there. So, wow. People do live there. They live in that monastery. It was a challenge where I almost backed out. You see, my wife and I have a yearly challenge that we always do from any portion of the world, from the Arctic down to the south of the earth. You come from there, you go down there, and then here. Then you go down there, all the way down there, and then you're gonna go up. If you see there and far, that's the road that goes up and up and up and up and up and up. Because COVID prevented us from doing a challenge from the year 2020 to 2021, I look forward to this challenge in the year 2022. And this year, we decided that the challenge will be to climb this limestone rock formation. It always has to be hard for those beautiful places that you have to go. We never imagined that our trip to Calambaka, Greece, going to the Meteora monasteries, would test the limits of our capabilities. As the gigantic sandstone range of rocks loomed upon us, revealing its more than 600 meters of height as we neared the place, it made me think if I can hurdle this. How come the beautiful places you have to suffer going up? Well, this is really like too much. Like, look at down here. Monastery there. Yeah, you see the one? That's another monastery. See? But you know, you go up, it's tiring. Little by little, we do it. As we started our climb, I wanted to back out, but Star encouraged me to continue on. Fearing that I will never hear the end of it, I changed my mind and continued on, and wow! I'm so happy I did. As we reached the top of the highest Meteora monastery, the view was absolutely breathtaking. After reaching the monastery, we stopped for a while to marvel at the intricate wall paintings, reaching the ceiling that not only tells a story, but also a visual representation of one's faith in God. There are 6 monasteries, and we climbed the highest one where we really took our time climbing. One may wonder how they built such a beautiful place atop the sand rocks. Well, They had to hoist every item up the mountains to build the monastery you see now. And because the monks built the monasteries there to prevent the invaders from coming, they did not build a ladder for themselves. Instead, they used a removable ladder to bring things up. The monks who entered this monastery are not allowed to leave the place at all. Once you go in, you never go out. And how about their sustenance and needs? Well, all their food, necessities, and water are brought up using ropes and pulleys. As they enter the monastery, they devote their whole lives praying, meditating, and serving God all the time until the end. Inside the monastery, you can feel a deep calming presence away from the noise of the city streets. Here, inside the house of God, time seemed to stop. As we light a candle to pray, the monks ask us not to film the prayer room, and we happily and very respectfully obliged. So Star and I prayed and even offered a prayer to our loved ones and friends, and to thank the Almighty for the guidance as we continued on with our journey, safe, happy, and full of beautiful memories as we take another step to start a chapter of our next adventure. Evangelo is the full name of Angelo, and we'd like to thank him for bringing us here in Meteora and to be on top of the world right now. And evangelization, that comes from the word evangelization. What does that mean?
The man that messages the good news.
All right. The good news is I was able to make it here. No problem with Star because it was easy for you, right? Okay lang. But for me, it was an ordeal, but I never regretted it. Why? See for yourself. Really nice. And we offered a prayer in their little chapel, prayer room, where the monks will pray. But now they're, of course, in their rooms. They don't go out when people are here, but they still do pray here for the rest of their lives. And nothing is more pleasant than eating good food after a good adventure with our guide and good friends from Greece. What do you call this place?
Amena burla.
Amena burla. As we prepare to head on to our next destination, Star and I look back at the new memories we will take as souvenirs in a beautiful land called Greece. From the land of democracy and Greek gods and goddesses, from the top of the world of Meteora here in Greece, let's live your life! Wow, look at that view, we're on top. But it's really hard to go up here, so hard. But I made it, we made it, and I'm so happy with it. Top of the world!
Take some time.